Why do so many people think Meghan Markle is faking her pregnancy because of her moonbump? I turned to my boyfriend as we exited my 12-week scan and remarked, "But, you know, that whole screen may simply be a film, the same video they show to everyone." I was dizzy and shaky. We wouldn't ever know. I was in the incredibly fortunate position of not having any chronic or recurrent ailments, either physical or mental, prior to becoming pregnant. I experienced such intense anxiety while pregnant that there were several occasions when I really doubted whether I was actually expecting. I read about Queen Mary's phantom pregnancy of 1555 with a queasy thrill and questioned whether I, too, had created this sickness, this thickening around the middle, and this cessation of my periods solely through hormonal fluctuations, maternal love, and unbridled fantasy. There was a part of me that questioned whether I was even pregnant after taking 3 pregnancy tests and getting all the necessary scans up until the moment my tiny purple boy was born into the birthing pool of an East London birth centre. I therefore discovered about the Meghan Moonbump hypotheses going around on the internet with a peculiar mixture of dread, disgust, pity, and exhaustion. Anonymous strangers have created videos, threads, and illustrated essays expanding on the ludicrous theory that Meghan Markle isn't actually pregnant and is instead faking it by wearing a strap on her rubber belly, using a surrogate, or in some other way abusing the system on sites like YouTube, Reddit, and the like. In fact, searches for Meghan Markle fake pregnancy online have increased by 1,650% globally over the past 90 days. And searches for Meghan Markle fake bump are up 440%. 2 factors contribute to this odd phenomenon. Meghan Markle is a woman of color and a member of the royal family. The first sentence is important. The lady and her infant that we are exposed to are white in practically every pregnancy and birth book illustration, on every pregnancy test box, in all of our tampon, diaper, and breast pump advertisements, on every online advice column, at every NCT class, and in every medical diagram. Simply put, the general perception of what pregnancy, birth, and newborns for women of color look like in Britain is lacking. It is a quiet that capitalism, tradition, and unconscious bias have produced. Apart from overt racism and bizarre web conspiracies, when similar rumors centered around Beyonce or Serena Williams, they may have been the result of people simply not knowing what a pregnant woman of color, or the birth of a baby of color, will look like. This turns deadly when, as was demonstrated in the most recent UK confidential inquiry into maternal deaths, black women had a 1 in 2,500 chance of dying after childbirth, compared to white women's 1 in 2,500. Despite the fact that black and Asian women are more likely to experience social and economic issues, as Dr. Rhea Clark stated at the Pregnant Then Screwed conference, we need to talk about the fact that black women may not feel that they will be taken seriously, which may reduce their propensity to express their emotions. One of the few truly universal services in the UK, the National Health Service is utilised and staffed by a diverse group of people. This government has purposefully underfunded it for 10 years, resulting in a 107,743 personnel gap in England, 3,000 midwives departing each year, and the elimination or privatization of health visitor services. But even so, implicit racism needs to be actively opposed, according to Clark, with anti-racist training and a position. The second component is equally crucial. Meghan Markle is by nature intriguing because she was an actress before becoming a princess. Her position requires her to be as aloof, unknowable, and neutral as any prominent diplomatic figure or head of state because she lives behind a wall of security and royal protocol. The majority of people will never have the opportunity to meet her. She is a void into which we can consequently pour all of our fears, hopes, theories, and traumas. It doesn't take a lot of psychological understanding to realize that individuals who are accusing her of fabricating symptoms and walking around with a gigantic inflatable belly